everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia from Georgia's Shenanigans. Today I'm going to show you how I make my zipper pulls. Now they're a really simple thing to make. You can make them pretty much however you want. The important thing is that they have to be strong, so you want to avoid things like jump rings, and anything that can easily come undone, and even things like chain. You want to make sure that it's as strong as it can possibly be, because obviously you're going to be pulling on it. So you can put them on, on your jacket, on your backpack, wherever you have a zipper really. You can make them however, like with whatever beads and charms and things you want. But today I thought I'd just show you these couple that I've made. That one's in the ancient bronze or antique bronze, whatever you like to call it. This one, I really like these beads. They're a sort of a purple colour. They're a glass bead, but they're really versatile. I like them. So anyway, to start, you'll need some wire. Now I'm using 0.38mm tiger tail. So a tiger tail wire is strands of stainless steel wire that's coated in a plastic or a polyurethane or a nylon coating on the outside. You've got to be careful with your tiger tail. You don't want to damage it. So cut yourself a bit, about, 6-8 inches long, however, depending on how long you want to make your pull. These are just a single strand. You can make a double or a triple strand if you want to, but today we're just going with a single strand. So on the two that I'm going to show you today, I'm going to use these pretty Kashmiri beads, I think they're called. Now they have quite a large hole, so I'm going to grab my head pin and I'm going to grab a tiny little daisy spacer to sit underneath the bead, just to stop the bead from slipping off the end of the head pin. So we're going to wire wrap this. I'm sure you've all seen me wire wrap before. So just grab it right above your bead. Grab your round nose pliers. You just want a fairly smallish loop. You don't want a big loop. Bend your wire around. Take it all the way around to form a loop. Grab another pair of pliers. Actually, sorry. I usually grab with the needle nose. And then I use crimping pliers. They're good for pretty much everything. And just wrap your wire around. So what you're looking to do is to fill the space between the loop and the bead. So just wrap it around 2 or 3 times. It'll get a bit bent out of shape, that's fine. Cut that tail off. Grab your loop again with your needle nose or a pair of pliers. It doesn't have to be needle nose. And tuck that little tail in. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, now you want to grab your wire and you want to put a wire guardian on. I'd recommend using a wire guardian rather than just putting it straight onto the wire, because it protects the wire to have a guardian on. So up one side, down the other. Pop your bead on. So now that's what you've got. So I'm now going to pop a crimp onto it. These little locking crimps they're okay. They're a bit expensive compared to your regular tube crimps, but they're easier to use. You don't have to worry about crimp covers and things like that. So you just pop that on, push the little button in, make sure it's nicely crimped. So that's what we've got now. Now that tail's probably a little bit long. I'll just cut a little bit off that. So now we just want to feed on some beads. So for this design, I'm going to use some turquoise abacus beads and some 8mm blue apatite. You can put, whatever beads you want and make it as long as you want. Oops, nearly lost the lot. Okay, so make sure you tuck your tail in down the bottom here. So that's what we've got now. So now we're going to attach our lobster clasp to the other end. So this time we do our crimp first, then our guardian, pop your lobster on. Now if your lobster won't go through your guardian, or your guardian won't go through your lobster, you might have to just ream it out a little bit, the loop at the end. So I just use these little reamers. I can't even find one. Oh, here we go. Just one of these little things. It's like a little round file. Just makes the hole a little bit bigger. So pull your wire down, feed it back through a couple of beads. Doesn't have to be very many. Just whatever you're comfortable with. Pull it all down and make it nice and snug. Like that. Now we want to crimp that crimp. Sometimes you hear them click like that one did, sometimes you don't. It's nice to hear them click, but not all of them do. Cut that tail off so get down in there nice and close. That's it, it's done. So I'll do another one. Same thing again, this one's going to be pink, a little bit more shiny. So pop your little daisy spacer and your focal bead on your head pin, grab it with the pliers, bend it over, grab your round nose, form a loop. It's not a very good loop. Wrap your wire a couple of times. You don't have to do many wraps, 2 or 3 is plenty. The chances of it coming undone are pretty slim. I use stainless steel head pins. They're nice and strong. Don't lose their colour or anything like that. This wrap's a little bit messy, but it's okay. Okay, so now we want to attach our focal bead. So we use the wire guardian. For those that don't know, a wire guardian is a little horseshoe shaped piece of metal. Pop your wire up one side, down the other, like that. So whatever you hang in there, it's going to protect the wire. So pop your bead on, squeeze your guardian in at the bottom, grab your crimp, feed both pieces of wire through the crimp. Crimp it off. See, now that one didn't click. Not as satisfying as if they don't click, but anyway, they still work the same. Like, it's still doesn't mean they're not crimped or anything. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. So for this one, it's a little bit trickier. I'm going to use these little donut spaces. And I'm going to use bead frames. So I'll show you up close in a second. So basically your bead frame frames the bead. So it goes in one end, through the bead, and then out the other end, just like that. So we're going to use another donut. When I say a donut, that's just a little abacus shaped metal bead. So it'll sit like that. Then we do our second bead frame. Bead frames can be a little bit frustrating. And if you're doing something big with bead frames, it can take you a while sometimes. And another donut. So that's what this one looks like. Those pink beads, all those beads are actually pink hematite beads. They're hematite with a pink metallic finish. So it kind of goes with the big bead at the bottom. So now this time you want to put your crimp on first, then your guardian. So up one side, down the other. Put both pieces of wire, oh no, don't put both pieces of wire through your crimp yet. You're going to put your lobster on first. And then feed it down through probably your first bead, if you can get it to go through there. It should. There's plenty of room. Just a matter of lining it up, which I'm not doing a great job of at the moment. There we go. So pull it all up nice and snug. Close that guardian off a bit. Grab your pliers. Crimp it. Always give it a few good presses to make sure it's nicely crimped. Cut that tail off. And there we have it. Nice, shiny, sparkly zipper pull. And then go on your handbag, wherever you want to put them. My granddaughter loves her one on her backpack. First one she had, she broke it. She caught it, she broke it, she was devastated. So I had to make her another one. But you get that. Anyway, that's how you make a zipper pull. They're cheap and easy to make. There's nothing hard about them. Just have to remember that they have to be strong. So try not to use jump rings. So that's it for today. I'm going to, I'm thinking about Christmas jewellery. I know, already. It's September, so it's not that far away. And yeah, make some Christmas earrings and bracelets and things like that. So that'll be in the upcoming videos. But anyway, if you can like and subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks very much.